Hello, everyone, and welcome to Studio Day Heffrey. It's good to see you. Well, I mean, once you guys get here, because I hit go live, which means you're not here yet, but you will be. And I do need you to know that the presentation about Cowboys camp is brought to you by my friends at Bet Online, your number one source for all your betting needs, where you get the latest odds, lines, matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. Is there a way that you can wager on Justin Verlander being a Texas Ranger? I hope so, because I hope he is. Bet Online, your fastest and easiest way to place wagers, live betting, favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website, use your mobile device to sign up today. Get in on the action. Remember to use the promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, where the game starts. Okay. Hey, where's my chat? I don't even know where my chat is. Did I not even enable the chat? Do you guys know where my chat is? Here it is. It's a button. Hey, everybody. Elite dog walking video. Does that mean you're walking the dog or am I walking the dog? Oh, KG in a super chat? What? My guy's back. How we doing, boss? We're doing lovely. Let me get all my things right, because some people don't have like a producer or editor. I got to do all my things as we get started here. Just want to talk about Cowboys camp a little bit. If you guys have questions, you can ask them. We like questions. I like stuff of that nature. I just thought we could talk about the things that have happened so far that matter and the things that don't. Because this is like little video clips hit the internet season, you know, where like, oh my God, Simi dropped a pass. Oh my God, there's an interception. Oh my God. None of those things matter, right? At all. Jeff, where you been, man? I've been working. What are your expectations for Mozzie this season? To whip ass. Corey in the chat has something that goes into my category of does matter. Brandin Cooks says Jalen Tolbert is having a good camp. That's huge. Not sure anybody on the team said anything before then. Yeah, that's one of the things that's actually relevant. Yeah, I think we have a few things that are relevant so far in camp. Thing number one that is relevant so far in camp is obviously injuries. Donovan Wilson being hurt, that sucks. Should be ready for the regular season. Izzy getting hurt, sucks. Should be no problem. Be ready for the regular season. The one that I think sucks the worst is Luke Schoonmaker, because based on what we heard at the podium from Mike McCarthy, I don't know that dude's going to practice in camp at all. He said we hope before the end of camp, but didn't have a timetable. That sucks for a second-round pick to not be able to have a training camp. That'll settle you in behind Fergie on the depth chart, and I think a lot of people were hopeful that Schoonmaker was going to be a starter and make a big old impact, and to have his feetsies hurting and not be able to practice during training camp, that is bad. That is bad. Deuce looks tiny, more than expected. Okay, I put Duece Vaughn in the category of his stuff matters so far. Just seeing him out there, because first of all, yes, it's hilarious. You compare him to other people. And yes, that's disrespectful to say it's hilarious, because we should not height shame. But if you guys know, I don't know if you guys know this yet, your boy is team tiny running back. I love tiny running backs, because tiny running backs are hard to tackle. However big you are, if there's someone who is just as athletic as you, but 7 inches shorter, you can't tackle that person. It's hard, because you're up here. They're down there. It's hard. Oh, what's going on with our voice? Oh, no. Anyway. Yeah, my tiny safety. Where is he? Is Ardarius still in Baltimore? We need to get him. We need to get my tiny safety. So that matters. I think watching Deuce matters, because he looks good. He looks like him. He looks like a guy that should have been drafted before the 6th round, but the NFL is scared of tiny people. Reiner offered me a pig on Thursday. Ironic, considering my father-in-law has a pet pig named Moose. You should accept a pig. Luke already got paid. Why practice? Because he wants to play. and he wants a second contract. He's not sitting out because he got paid. His footsie hurts. The Jalen Tolbert thing matters, because I was hopeful for him last year, because I thought his college tape was a dude that is good enough to be an NFL starter. And Jalen Tolbert was lost last year. He had no idea what the hell was going on. But listening to what everybody is saying, it sure sounds like Jalen Tolbert has spent the time required to know what the hell is going on. And if he can know what the hell is going on and just play football, Jalen Tolbert is good enough to be an NFL starter. At least that's what his college tape told me. So that's fun. I think Jalen Tolbert's going to come out of camp and be WR4. It'll be CD, it'll be Cooks, it'll be Gallup, it'll be Tolbert. And then after that, whoever, fight it out. You guys like your undrafted free agents? You like Simi? You like Turpin? Whatever. Jeff, do we have receivers this year, in your opinion? I remember last year you said we didn't have any. Yeah, last year they didn't. They didn't. Last year, going into the season, I and a lot of people in the world were telling the Cowboys, hey, you know what's not good? You don't have receivers. They were banking on Jalen Tolbert being a starter out of the gate, and he couldn't even be active. They were banking on Michael Gallup being good, and he wasn't ready to play. And when he was ready to play, he wasn't what he was, because that's what happens when you're coming off an injury. They did not have wide receivers last year. Brandin Cooks changes everything. If Brandin Cooks combined with Jalen Tolbert getting this thing figured out is a thing, yeah, you got receivers. I was going through the league the other day. You might have a top 5 to 7 wide receiver core in football. Just think about it. Go check all these other teams. Because you're thinking, I don't know, that doesn't sound all that impressive. Well, you go check it out, and it's like, well, nobody's really loaded 3 or 4 deep all that much. Please tell me we keep that UDFA fullback. Maybe. No, but they definitely got wide receivers. One of the questions that I got on the tweeter, had time for Jeffrey, was from my guy at Rookie Mistake. Provided the important guys all stay healthy, who finishes second to CD in receptions and in receiving yards? And my easy answer is Brandin Cooks. Like, it'd be cool if Michael Gallup were in the mix for that, but I think it's Brandin Cooks, and I think that is comfortable. Because I think when there's 2 wide receivers on the field, it's Cooks and Lamb. The only wild card is, what if like Pollard catches 70 or 80 balls? That could be second on the team. But he wouldn't be second on the team in receiving yards, because your yards per catch at running back are way lower. But yeah, I think you're looking at CD, and then you're looking at Cooks, and that's your top 2. Do you think the Cowboys will explore vet running back options from Carter on the tweeter? I think they already did. I don't understand anybody being worried about running back in any way, shape, or form. Shout out to Zeke visiting the Patriots today, though. I hope he gets him some more money. Yeah, I think they're good at running back. I don't understand the worry about running back. This is how running back works. If you've got a guy that is uniquely good, which Tony Pollard is uniquely good, like one of the 5 or so best in football, sweet, then he'll get the ball the most. And then behind him, you throw a bunch of vets and mid to late round picks in the mix, and you say, all right, let's see which one of you looks the best. You'll get the ball some. Deuce Vaughn, hopefully he'll get the ball some. They're fine at running back. They're better than they were a year ago, for show. Vance, super chat. Congrats to the move to afternoon with a legend. Any concern with the safety injuries? For some reason, I have faith in Bell and company. I have no concern, just because I think they're going to be back. And it's probably their deepest position on the entire roster. So, no, I have no worries about it. Dan Quinn likes Marquise Bell. That's good enough for me. Dan Quinn wanted to take Marquise Bell. Make sure I have this right. I believe he wanted to play him at linebacker, because that's what he likes. Safeties and linebackers are like the same thing to Dan Quinn. We just want to run fast. Want to run fast and get the job done. Now, he can't be too tiny. I think Bell's like 210, 215. I think he'll be fine. Plus, we're just getting through camp. Wilson will be back. Izzy will be back. Life will be good. Terry's point, only 13 likes. Jeffrey likes matter. That is true. We need our likes. Can't wait to see how they use Deuce Vaughn and how much. I like Deuce Vaughn. I like Deuce Vaughn a lot. Oh, another thing that matters at Cowboys camp. Offensive line and how they're lining up. Okay? Now, this is one of my thing, and I know some of you are going to disagree with me and fight me, and that's okay, because I like to fight. Tyler Smith is lined up at left guard and only left guard. Good. Like, if you wanted to get him ready, then I'll get to the question that raises in a second. You don't want to be worse on purpose ever. I understand people who want to say Tyron gets hurt all the time. Put Tyler Smith at left tackle. That's the future. Let's figure it out. Future doesn't matter because we're in the present. The future's not a real thing. That's kind of existential, isn't it? The future will never come because we'll always be in the present. You're trying to win week 1, then you're trying to win week 2, then you're trying to win week 3, and then you're trying to win the Super Bowl, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know if people are so sour on Tyron because of how many times he's gotten hurt. Tyron Smith is better than Tyler Smith at left tackle and at playing offensive line and at football. And it ain't close. Even at this stage in his career where he's been hurt a lot, Tyron Smith is better than Tyler Smith. So he plays left tackle until he can't play left tackle. And then you figure it out. The only question I have is if Tyler doesn't get any snaps at left tackle, does it mean they ain't going to move him if and when that injury happens and they're going to have somebody else ready to fill in at that spot? Is there someone else on this roster that they feel good about, whether it's Edoga, whether it's Waletsko, or whoever? Is it possible that because Tyler is only working at one spot, that that's where he's going to stay? I doubt it, unless one of those backup tackles is way better than we've ever seen. That sounds kind of weird, but they're doing it right. Tyler Smith will be a better left guard than he would be left tackle today anyway, and Tyron Smith is better than him. So that's that on the offensive line. And that, as they say, is that. Oh, we're up to 14 likes. I like that. TP will be a top 5 running back this year. Yes, TP's been so good his whole career. I think I looked this up before. What's his career yards per carry? I think it's 5.3 or 5.1. Yeah, it's stupid. That's not real. People don't do that. People don't average over 5 yards a carry. Jamal Charles and Barry Sanders do that. It's not a real thing. Tony Pollard's a stud. And then you go to the things we can actually measure. How do you do after contact? Pollard, great. How do you do at forced missed tackles? Tony Pollard, great. How do you do at big play percentage? Tony Pollard, great. He measures great every year and all those things. So as long as he's feeling good, Tony Pollard, yeah, you should pick him high in your fantasy draft, especially considering none of his backups have any clout. Because that's the thing that happens at running back. You know why teams give X amount of carries to somebody else? Because of where they drafted them to try to justify it. Tony Pollard, the guys behind him, will be just fine. There's nothing to worry about with those guys, but there's also nothing about any of them that's going to force them to get extra carries that they shouldn't. So there's that. Reminds me I got to go to Walmart for more TP. It's important. You guys ever think about toilet paper? It's just one of the things I noticed the other day because I accidentally bought some cheap toilet paper. If there is the number one thing to splurge on planet Earth, it's toilet paper. Do not get bad toilet paper. It'll affect your life in such a negative way. Get some good stuff. I want it to feel like I'm holding a cloud, you know? That'd be nice. As Cody says, the cheap stuff makes your butt itch, and there ain't a price on that. Vance, I have a bidet in the garage. I've never hooked it up, though. I need to go get it. I need to hook that up. Yeah, you got to get at least 3-ply. If they come out with 12-ply, I'll get 12-ply. TP matters. The running back and the stuff for your butt. What else did I want to talk about today? Did I have some notes? Tolbert, looking good is good. Deuce Vaughn, that's good. Zeke's visiting the Patriots. Tyler Smith. That's all the stuff that I wrote down that I wanted to talk about. Again, Twitter, what are you most optimistic about this upcoming season and what gives you the biggest concern? The thing I'm most optimistic about is probably the Cowboys secondary. It's really the defense as a whole. Because if you heard Micah Parsons talking about it, he was like, man, I told Stephon Gilmore he's going to give me 3 more sacks because the quarterback's going to have to hold the ball. And then he told me, man, the quarterback has to get rid of the ball fast. And Mike was like, yeah, that's what I do. Boy, if you've got a really good starting cornerback group, a really good safety group, a really good pass rush group, and now you add Mozzie Smith to the interior, they might be the best defense in the NFL. That is not unreasonable. They're absolutely top 5, and there's a decent chance that they'll be number 1. Showed up, and the first thing I hear is don't get bad TP. Well, count yourself lucky. You got a life lesson when you showed up. It's a very important thing. The biggest thing of concern for me with the Cowboys is just that if you're selling me on the idea that Matt Woletsko or Chuma Edoga or Josh Ball or whoever, that they could go into not an NFL game, but like 6 weeks of NFL games if somebody goes down, man, I think an offensive line can be as bad as their weakest link. And all of those names seem like a weak link. Where's Jason Peters? I know he's 150. I would feel better about Jason Peters again than any of those guys. I need another offensive lineman, or I need to have the best health luck of all time. Shout out to Terrence Steele already being ready. That was a good surprise. It was nice to have. And shout out to Tyler Biadasz, who is better, I think, than some people give him credit for. If Terrence Steele can be decent in pass pro and Tyler Smith can be decent in pass pro, you're going to be in good shape. That'd be fun. Is Pollard going to be able to pick up the blocks better for Dak? I mean, not better than Zeke did, but also I'm in the camp that I don't care. You know what's better than blocking that blitzing linebacker? Having the running back run that way or that way. Blitz all you want. I'll throw it. Come on. I'll get rid of it. But he's okay at it. He's not great. Timetable for Steele, he's ready. Or let me say he's 100% going to be ready. He's out there. He's going to be ready. Pay Zach Martin. Yeah, either way, Zach Martin will be here. There's no way he's not going to play football. And he doesn't need camp. Last thing I need is him to tweak an ankle. Yeah, we need to scour free agency. Zach has not showed up for camp yet. Zach Martin has not showed up yet. We need a better O-line. I don't like the running back acting as lineman. Well, sometimes they send more than you can block. Your running back has to block. But in my NFL, our running backs don't pick up blitzes. We put 5 people in the route every time. If you bring too many, someone's open. Oh, you're coming from there? Sounds good. Done. Steele is back on the Sean pick. Steele lock up Parsons on that play. Crazy since he destroyed Tyron on a pass rush. If he can't stop Parsons, he's ready. Yeah, Steele will be fine. We do need to pump the brakes on the idea that well, don't worry about it. I'm not in here to disparage anyone. Terrence Steele is a nice little right tackle. You'd like to keep him. Like to see him keep getting better, though. Like to see him keep getting better. Your best guys are still Martin and Tyron. Why aren't you at Choctaw having fun? Because I was sick as a dog yesterday morning, and I went up to Choctaw, and I did the radio show, 97.1 The Freak, 2 to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday, with Mike Reiner, Julie Dobbs, and Michael Gruber. iHeartRadio app, if you're out of the listening area. The show name's The Speakeasy. We podcast every segment. You can listen to them. Zeke will be missed when it comes to pick up blitzes. I don't care. Will they learn how to run a successful screenplay this season? Probably not. They never have, so I'll just assume they never will. Don't worry about it. That's kind of where I'm at. Defense will be great. Defense will be great. All right. I think I've run out of stuff to say. You want some more toilet paper talk? Thanks to my friends at Bet Online for presenting this show. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Maybe go play Diablo. Maybe go have a snack. I hate that pizza places don't open until 10:30. If you wake up on a weekend at like 7:30, which I can't sleep past 7:30 anymore, I want to order pizza, but I can't order pizza until 10:30. Hooked up in the garage or just stored there? What's hooked up in the garage? What did I say? What have I been reading? What is it called? What I'm reading? I'm on book 2 of a fantasy series. The first one was called The Blade Itself. It's Joe Abercrombie. What is the trilogy called? I'm on book 2, which I think is called Before They Are Hanged. Logan Nine Fingers is out here just smashing people with his sword. Take off your hat for a few seconds. Just curious if you have hair. I got hair. Just putting on my 97.1 The Freak merch. You stop drinking, that's why you get up. I didn't stop drinking. No, I did a morning show for 8 or 9 months, and my body now just wakes up. Do you think Schoonmaker will have an impact this season since he's dealing with an injury? I mean, I think he'll play. I don't know. I didn't like the pick at the time. It's not fair to like it less just because the guy's hurt. But then again, he was kind of a hurt guy in college. I mean, I think Ferg will probably be tight end 1. Be cool if Darnell Washington was out there smashing into people. Oh, well. Happy Saturday, everybody. Have a good one. Remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through, so be cool to everyone. I love you.